why it doesn't feature in the main game. Oh shit. Kenneth says, "Oh, I got you, Deegan, just hold on. That damn ice, it broke before I could even do anything. I'm real sorry about all of this." So what's going to happen next is Kenneth going to have to let him go in order to save himself, and Deegan falls to his death. "You can apologise to me once we get out of this safe and sound. But this waterfall isn't making it any easier, that's for sure. If I can just reach Lucario's Pokeball, I might be able to." "Don't waste your energy, little bro. We both know how this is going to end, so let's just end it." "Deegan, shut up. Don't talk like that. Only one of yous. Only one of us can truly get out of this alive, little brother. And you know it. You can't hold us both. Be a man and let me go, Kenneth. I won't hold this against you. I promise." And even if he did, it wouldn't be for long. "Bullshit. I don't care if you will or not. I'm not letting go." "Kenneth, don't be stupid. I already hit my head when I fell. I'm losing consciousness. I want you to do something for me, Kenneth." "No, you can do whatever that is yourself. Just give me some time." "We don't have any time. My hands are already slipping. Please, just tell my little baby girl that I love her. Tell Amber that for me. Please." "I'll never be able to hold her, and I'll never be able to be there for her when she becomes an adult. I don't want her to grow up hating me, even though I deserve it. Even if by this decision you despise me, I accept it." "Deegan, don't do it." "I'm glad we settled our differences, and I'm glad we grew to love each other, if only for a very short time. I love you, little bro." And off he goes. Wow. Harrowing stuff. Oh my god. I take it he didn't get away scot-free. Oh, wow. This is heavy stuff. So he leaves Four Island forever. So back on Karatos Pinnacle. ... Where do we go? Do we go back in? Do we go? Kenneth? Huh? Where do we go from here? Do we go back up to the pinnacle here? Talk to Celebi, perchance? Why else would we be here? Yes, it must be. Oh no, it's the Oracle, sorry. Kaya, you have returned safe and sound, Kenneth. Unfortunately, the same could not be said for your brother Deegan. Am I correct? He didn't make it out of Icefall Cave. And when we finally made up and became companions again, this is all like some sort of cruel fate. I don't understand it. Fate and destiny are tricky concepts. It's unclear whether or not they are pre-written. Sometimes the world suggests the former, and sometimes the world suggests the latter. The best thing for one to do in life is to just live and play the cards they hold. True, that's true. The apparitions that have appeared seem to have stopped. I haven't seen a single one since I left that cave. Fantastic, I am happy for you. But before we celebrate, I would like to examine your psyche once more. Will you allow me to evaluate your psyche once more? Fine, you might as well since I'm here. Now let's take a look at your connection with Deegan. Should be pretty sound now, one would have thought. Ah yes, it seems like this severed connection has been repaired. Anything that corrupted this connection with you have gone away. It seems like you two shared a special bond. It's unfortunate that it only lasted a few moments. Nevertheless, I believe fixing your relationship with Deegan seems to have stabilized your mind. That regret you held no longer manifests itself in these apparitions. Well done, Kenneth. So, I'm going to be okay? You're going to be okay, Kenneth. I see. Thank you, Kea. I really appreciate everything you've done for us. I have done nothing. I have simply led you in the right direction. That is the role Arceus has bestowed upon me. Understood. Farewell, Kaeya. What the hell? Why? What is this? No, it can't be happening again. Kenneth, what's wrong? Have you just witnessed more apparitions? You said you would help me. You said this would all go away. I am very sorry, but I said it was a possibility. If you are still seeing apparitions, Now I can see Deegan standing with Talia and Nora. I'm tired of all this. I can't take it anymore. Kenneth, please calm. I can't calm down. Can't you understand that? They haunt me constantly, and they just won't leave me alone. So Kaeya now says, unhand me this instant. You're supposed to help me. You were supposed to help me. But they're still here. They're still here, and I can't take this anymore. Unhand me, or I'll... What's going on? Why are you here now, Deegan? If you wanted me to kill you so bad, then fine. I finally gave you what you really want. Enough. Wow. Kenneth, you foolish man. You've done this to yourself. What the hell? And so I fell and fell, and eventually it all ended. That's what you would assume, correct? Well, that was only the beginning of my hell on Earth. I didn't think it was going to have a true happy ending, to be honest. Is this the end? Is there more? Who was that? Was that Amber Tesla? All right. Well, I'll see if I can see it through. Anyway, Kenneth says, "Oh, my head. Oh, good, you're awake. Finally, we can get through this nicely then. Where am I? I'm the one asking the questions round here. So tell me, what's your name?" What the hell? Sai, why do they always try that at the exact moment too? At that exact moment too? Anyway, like I said, I'm going to need a name from you. Quickly, please. Where is he? It's Kenneth. Oh my god, it's Madalus. What the hell? Oh good, here. Oh good, hello there, Kenneth. My name is Madalus. Now you know your name, Kenneth, throw it out. It's not who you are anymore. From this point forward, you should just accept that. Create a new name or something. Most of the grunts don't do it, but it's a common practice amongst our admins. Why is he enrolling with Team Zen? Was it because they saved him from falling off the mountain and this is payback? Look, it's really easy. Just take my name for example. My name is two names mashed up into one. You could you could do the same thing or whatever. Keta. Ah. Right. Well. It all falls into place. Beautiful. K-E and T-A. What's this supposed to be? It's supposed to be our names together. Keta. Keta, that's a stupid name, but fine. I'm also going to need a password. What'll it be, Keta? Talia Nora. Okay. Dumb name and password, yikes. Why are you asking me all this? Where am I? Who are you? Well, if you were listening before, you'd know my name. It's Madalus. And as for where we are, we're at Team Zen headquarters. Team Zen? I've never heard of that bunch. Well, that's because we've only just formed over a month ago. And of course, we formed in secrecy. We're not too into being seen. Your Pokemon will be held in this compartment here. Oh no! To retrieve them, all you must do is enter your name and then your password. You took my Pokemon? Of course I did. You tried to attack me the moment you woke up. Imagine if you actually had a brain and tried calling one of your Pokemon first. A battle in this office wouldn't be very much fun. Let's just put it that way. I don't get any of this. What is going on here? Yes, you wouldn't get it right after you just awakened. It takes a while before your body is able to readjust itself. But think of it this way. I saved you from your fall, I thought so, off that ghastly mountain. Do you remember that? You took quite the fall. In exchange for saving your life, here we go, I'm going to ask for something in return. I've analysed the geothermic energy located in the mountain, and it's quite high. High enough for me to go along with my secret project. And I want that mountain all for myself. It will belong to Team Zen, and only Team Zen. But that's not all I want. No, no, no. See, here at Team Zen, we're interested in a certain type of energy. An energy that is emitted at the time of one's birth and at one's death. This energy is far too weak at birth, so to anything of use, but at death, that's something that can be quite useful. So that would explain why everybody was supposed to be sentenced to death at Blacksteeple Castle then. Once we were done with that mountain, I want the lives of everyone in your village. Are you insane? I'd never let that happen. I'd rather die than be swindled by you. Okay. So, that Alita girl, that's your daughter, right? Proper blackmail. It'd really be a shame if something awful were to happen to her. Just stop it. I'll do what you want. Just don't hurt her. Please, I can't take this. He's lost already so much. Well, damn, that was easy. Then we have a deal. We have a deal? Great. Then I'll just go ahead and submit this paperwork. My co-worker, Nastasia, said... Nastasia? They said that she'd take care of your means of transportation. Cause yeah, we're nowhere near Sheridan Village. Whenever you're ready, gather your things and head down to the lobby. It was nice doing business with you, Keta. Oh, wow, okay, so Alita there with eldest. And Kenneth comes up. Ah, Kenneth, you've... Eldest, I want Alita to stay at your home from now on. Well, you're kicking me out? So this is why he was so withdrawn and everything in the game. Gather your stuff later and move to the eldest's house. Staying home isn't the best decision, so please don't question me. Stand aside, Alita. Also, my name isn't Kenneth anymore. It's Keta. Remember that. Ah, wow. Is that a Pokédex? There's only one page in this dex. Ha ha. It's of that Pokemon, Behem. It uses psychic power to control an opponent's brain and tamper with its memories. What is this? And what is it doing in my house? That sound came from the roof. Oh yeah, Right. Are we going to find out who this evil person is? Why am I not surprised that it's you who put that Pokédex there? Is it Madam X? I feel like you deserve an explanation. Could you meet me in the spot we first met? The place with the flower bed. You remember the one, right? I do. Good. Don't take long. Okay. Are we going to get there? So, is this going to be the end of the game? I'll just keep going for a bit. It can't be much more now because we're almost up to where rejuvenation kind of kicks in. So, you dragged me all the way out here. So what is it? What could you possibly explain to me? I'm already over everything. Well, I tried to give you a hint, but it seems like you still don't get it. So, I feel like now that everything's over and done with, you deserve an explanation of everything that's happened in your entire life. I don't understand. How could you possibly know? Do you remember that dream you had? The one you experienced while snooping around that abandoned mansion? The dream? What did you know about that? You still don't get it. Me knowing about it implies something. She's been in your head. Anyway, to keep things short, that wasn't a dream, nor were you hallucinating. The vision you saw was a memory. A memory? How? I can't actually remember what happened there. I'll have to look back. How could a memory feel so vivid, as if you experienced it firsthand? Well, let me ask you a question first. Is what you remembered really what happened? Or do you just remember things going that way? It's like when you wake up from a vivid dream. Sometimes, as a result, you can't differentiate reality from fiction. Was what I experienced really a dream, or was it a vision? Ever get that feeling of deja vu? You're making absolutely no sense. You're explaining things, but it just makes me even more confused. I'm trying to say that what you saw wasn't reality. It was a lie. It was a lie? That's right. False, counterfeit, fake, and bogus. You never met Talia in a vision or a dream. That's impossible. She gave me... No, dummy. She didn't give you anything. I was the one who gave you the amulet. You just remember it happening differently because I tampered with your memory. And your Pokemon. Can you honestly explain to me how you felt during the whole phenomenon? It felt as if reality warped around you, didn't it? It felt otherworldly, but also so real at the same time. That's the power my Behem has. It can change anyone's memory at will. I don't believe you. I made a promise to Talia on that day that I would find her. But you aren't thinking hard enough. During that vision, what did you encounter? What did I encounter? I encountered... Oh, good. Flashback. A Pokemon. I remember now, all the way back in Giran City. Ah, yes. A Behem appeared before me. I thought it imprisoned Talia inside of a crystal, so I fought it. But I don't understand. Why would you do that? So you can be manipulated, obviously. Why would you go out of your way to fabricate that? Because I needed you, Keta. That's your new name now, right? I needed you to be the one to meet Talia and fall in love with her. You needed me to fall in love with Talia? Yeah, and it wouldn't have been possible without a little bit of direction. If I hadn't fabricated that memory, you wouldn't have had any real incentive to find Sheridan Village. That fabricated memory was the catalyst that started the long chain of events that I needed to transpire. Without it, you probably would have stayed in Giran and fell in love with Tesla or something. And to think that was all thrown away for love based on a lie. You bitch! Oh, my game's just frozen! Ah, shit! Oh, hang on a minute. I don't know I can't be much more, so I'm going to see it through to the end. I'll have to go back to my last save point. Okay, well, I played through, I think, to where I was. She was on about everything was a lie. Yeah, so I had to go all the way back to before the battle. So I kind of dreaded that. I had to do all the battle again. Except this time it was really easy. I put my Volcarona out front, did 5 quiver dances, used a full restore, and just swept through his team with bug buzzes. It was, as usual, in hindsight, everything is easy. So I played all the way back through to here again. So Keta now says, it was a lie? That's right, false counterfeit. Oh, I've read that bit. You never met Talia in a vision or a dream? That's impossible. She gave me, yeah, it was me who gave the amulet. Sorry, a little bit further on, wasn't I? Reality was warped. The Behem did it. I encountered, yeah, a Pokemon. Yeah, sorry, I should have just gone a bit further. Yeah, done all this. Okay. Yep, catalyst to transpire. I was a lie. Right. Is it even love at that point, I wonder? It doesn't explain why me falling in love with Talia would be so important to you. The only thing that can change this world is love. Do you remember your time with Talia down in Amethyst Dungeons? Nymeria told you that she would only allow those possessing pure heart and love to pass her test. I needed your love to open that door, to transform the area into Amethyst Grotto. And just because someone meets Nymeria's requirements doesn't mean they'll pass. But Talia is a sort of wild card. She possesses the soul of one of the 4 creators of that place. No matter what Talia was like, Nymeria would have accepted her. But there's no way she could have passed it on her own. She needed you to be her guide and ally. Well then, you got what you wanted. Talia and I opened the door to Amethyst Grotto, but she sealed it within Vivian's amulet and made it so that only those of pure heart could enter. So even after all this, there's no way you'd be able to enter. That's quite all right with me. I don't need to be the one to enter. As long as it's open, it's all for the taking. But it didn't end there, did it? Huh? After we opened the door, things didn't get better. They got worse. Talia started to have episodes where she claimed one thing, but evidence showed otherwise. Finally, you're starting to piece things together. Yeah, that was Behem too. Oh man. Sorry about that. After you completed your first purpose, there was no need for you to be in love with Talia anymore. She was destined to die, so I thought I would lessen the blow if I made you resent her. What a bitch! That's why I messed with her memory, to make her experience things that weren't real. I thought if I made her unstable and violent, you and Nora would leave her, or something. That didn't really happen, though. Your relationship definitely suffered, but you two were stubborn. Eventually, she was killed by... you! She was killed by you! Oh no, I think you misunderstand. The killer and I have no affiliation. We had similar goals, but there was no collaboration. And rightly so. He couldn't even get his own target correct. Deegan? What do you mean, he killed Talia and Nora? True, but they deleted the wrong soul. What? When you found Talia and Nora in the burning house, what did you find? You found Talia with a stab wound and Nora who was completely encased in stone. If you killed Talia, she'd only reincarnate. So why'd you go after Nora? Ah, in case you're in stone, she can't reincarnate. Why did the killer demand that you kill Talia? If you remember correctly, they never specified who to kill. They just referred to her as the Maiden of Reincarnation. It's because they didn't know who it was. That's why they told me to do it. The only ones who knew were Sella and I was the best candidate out of the two. Upon her death, Talia would reincarnate and reveal herself. Exactly. And when you wouldn't kill her, the killer ran out of possible candidates to attack. So they just planned a full-on assault on Sheridan Village. But in the end, they got it wrong anyway and obliterated Nora's soul. So really, the only real death here was Nora's. There's no way she even made it to heaven. Oh my God. You need a soul for that, right? ... Moments after Talia's death, Alita was born into this world. Upon opening up Amethyst Grotto, Alita's birth was my ultimate goal. But why? Her birth is necessary for even greater things that will soon become apparent. After that, you had no role in any of this anymore. You were useless and led a sad existence. And what was meant to be our final interaction led into events that I didn't exactly plan. Since you had nothing else to really live for, I gave you a little parting gift. You gave me a parting gift? Over the course of your journey, you've received many parting gifts from a variety of people. I thought it was only fitting if I did the same as well. Remember these apparitions? Your mind didn't create those. I inserted them into your memory. I've tampered with your memory so much that it couldn't process what was real and what was not. And that's why Kaya couldn't find anything wrong with me. It's because there was nothing wrong with me in the first place. Yeah, I thought seeing those apparitions of Talia and Nora would lead you to end your own life. But that didn't happen though, so I went to the next best thing. Deegan. Yep, and it was pretty easy to convince him, so there wasn't a problem there. It's kind of ironic that he was the one who ended up dying. But then the apparitions stopped for a long time. That was part of my final plan. I wanted you to feel hope that you were becoming better. And in that hope, you would fall into despair, realizing you weren't better. It almost worked. You went crazy and tried to kill Kaya, and she sent you flying off a mountain. That would definitely have ended your lifespan, but Team Zen had to be annoying. So this person's got nothing to do with Team Zen. Which leads us to where we are now, Keta. I've already overextended my time being here, playing around with you. But what are your motives? Why were you doing all this? And believe me when I say that this will be our final encounter. You were a fantastic subject through and through. It was an honour working with you. Subject? That's all I was to you, huh? You've tampered with my life to the point where it wasn't even my own. You've set me up to fail. I've lost so many loved ones. Only because I was some sort of experiment or project. And then once you had your way, you tried to dispose of everything? Yeah, that sounds about right. But even if I didn't deceive you, the information to realise what was going on and was all there. In fact, you realised it at the very beginning, remember? Can't be real. You realised what was going on was really weird, and you verbally expressed this. I gotta say, this made me pretty nervous. That's why I had to give you that amulet to solidify this truth. Who you were. So, wow. That's just how things go, though please understand that this wasn't at all personal. So this person has just wanted Amethyst Cave to be opened up for some purpose. Amethyst Grotto. None of what I did was to attack you directly, really. It could have been anyone. But it just happened to be you. Everyone will get their bad ending one way or another. And if it makes you feel any better, I'm not exempt from that either. One day my sins will catch up with me, and I too will have a bad ending. I bloody well hope so, because you deserve it. Lad, but like I said, you've ruined poor Ketta's life here. It really was a pleasure to work with you, even if it was only really one-sided. Goodbye, Ketta. Your life was a worthy sacrifice for the progression of our plans. I wish I knew what they were. Wow, this is very deep. I'm still don't really know what it's all about. So Kaya now says you have a lot of nerve to show your face around here. Is this? I apologise for what I did before. I didn't mean to attack you. I was tricked by my own mind, but that's my fault. I should have realised. I see. If that's the case, there's something I need from you. A final favour. And what would that be? You have the power to see people's connections and emotions, correct? Would it be possible to numb my mind? I don't wish to feel anything anymore. Ah, okay. It's certainly possible, but why would you do such a thing? Everything. Life's just too difficult for me. I don't want to care about anything anymore. They're just hindering me. I can certainly do it, though I don't know what kind of effects it may have on you. Even with this done, however, you will still feel a tiny amount. No one can run from what's inside their hearts. I'm fine with this. Please do it. Very well. Please stand still. It is done. The form you see before you is a manifestation of your soul and emotion. As long as you two are separate, then... What have you done? What has he done? I sent it somewhere. He'll be locked away. Oh, I know. Yes. Do you know, I'm going to have to play through Rejuvenation again just to get more clarity on what all this is, because it's been so long since I played these parts of the game. I can't really remember it all. But yeah, it wasn't his soul. We had to battle him twice, didn't we? Yes, okay. If I ever need my emotions and soul again, I'll just re-merge with them. Not that I ever will. I have no need for such baggage. Thank you, Kaya. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Kenneth. It's Ketta, not Kenneth. I'll be taking my leave now. This will be the last time we'll see each other. I'm sure. Wow. And it was from that moment on that Ketta isolated himself completely from the village. He no longer cared about running what Talia started. In fact, it seemed like he didn't care about anything at all. So he was kind of dead anyway, just a shell of a person. And because of that, there were consequences. The village was unkempt and abandoned. Oops. No point in living in a place with no leader. The man they looked up to no longer existed, and that was that. His last few remaining royal followers stayed in anticipation of his return. But a broken man is a broken man. One can be repaired, but it takes a lot of work and love. Though Ketta rejected both by isolated himself, so he truly never got better and died to the hands of Team Zen, as you know. The final words that rang in his ears were probably the final words from Talia. The words that cut deep, words that broke the man in the first place. and all just ends. No, that's wrong. What's wrong? It's just that that's not how I remember things going. Kenneth said that Talia blamed him for her and Nora's death, but that's wrong. That's not what happened. What? Back when I was in my rift, Talia shared a memory with me. It was a memory of that night, a memory of how she fought back and lost. But she didn't blame Kenneth, not at all. This is how it really went. Oh, wow. Talia! Nora! I'm sorry, Kenneth, but I couldn't protect her. Talia, oh God, it's going to be okay. I'll get you out of here. It's too late. I'm not going to make it. Talia, don't say that. I can still save you. Kenneth, I want you to listen to me. I don't want you to blame yourself for any of this. Do you understand me? This wasn't your fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. Apart from the person that started the fire. And even though my life came to such a horrid and sudden end, the years you gave me were the best years I've ever had. Even with an ending like this, I would never go back to change anything. I have no regrets, and I'm so glad you found me when you did. So even when I'm gone, I want you to keep smiling. Okay? Smile for me that doesn't get to grow old with you. Smile for me that gets to see the world through my eyes. Will you promise me that? Talia, I promise you. I promise you with everything I have. I'm glad. Goodbye, my love. It's been really fun. I love you. Whoa, who could not have a tear in their eye with that? Whew. Talia loved Kenneth with all her heart, even in the end. I don't know why Kenneth thought any differently, but... Sella, are you okay? Why are you crying? We're all crying here. Oh dear, these aren't tears of sadness, they're tears of joy. I'm so happy that even in her final moments, she was happy. Ah, I see. But this leads me to believe that there are more truths to be found within my own memory. Vivian spoke to me and told me that I needed to go to the spring of purification, preservation and rejuvenation to regain all of our memories. She said that once I've regained all of my memories, that everything would become clear. All right, and I would remember the secrets of Amethyst Grotto. So that's why I'm leaving. Leaving? Throughout my entire journey, I thought I never had a purpose in life. I was just aimlessly existing until the title of Sensei would be passed down to me. But now I realise that I have greater things in store for me, which means I need to get stronger and grow myself. So I'm going on a journey to regain my memories and retake back what belongs to Kenneth and Talia. You mean you're going back? That's right, I'm going back to Sheridan to take back what Texan stole. I'm going to take back my village, and after everything with Team Zen is over and done with, I will take what Kenneth and Talia left for me and make Sheridan the best it ever was. Let me go with you, Alita. No, this is a journey I'll have to take on my own. In fact, the only Pokemon I'm bringing with me is the very same Hawlucha Kenneth gave to me. I guess an old bag like me would just slow you down anyway. Then you go, Alita. You're strong. I know you can do it. Thank you, Sella. I'll make you proud. Is that the end? Oh, wow. I tell you what, that was fantastic. I'm so glad I went through that. That was wonderful. Really enjoyed it. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, yes, I think I've done that. Yes, I got that. And that's why you get Riolu. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful story. I'm so glad. Well, thanks for watching along, guys. I really enjoyed that. So now it's time to jump back into Rejuvenation and go from where I was, which I'm not going to remember what's going on, so I might have to recap a couple of my episodes to watch. And I'll see you again then. See you soon. Goodbye.